Hello and welcome to the show. It's something like that with me, Nav. And well, another episode. This time I am in love with these guys because they kind of brought me back into time and something that hasn't been done in a very long time. The track was pretty much released, if I'm not mistaken, in June, somewhere in June. And right now they're out with the remix for this particular track. And who am I talking about? Well, it's an honest mistake. That's right, honest mistake. And today we have the man who needs no introduction whatsoever. He's here. He's there. He's everywhere on the net stream or live stream or whatever you want to call it. He's everywhere. Is Mr. Darren Tay, and also we have DJ KARAZEY. That's right, Crazy is in the house. KARAZEY,
Yes.
sorry. KARAZEY, is it Crazy? I just got to get this right now.
KARAZEY.
KARAZEY. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we'll get the details about the name in a very short while. Thanks for coming on board, guys. It's an honor to have you guys on board, and especially you, Darren. You are one of the
Yeah,
busiest
man.
guy on the net, or rather on the whatever you want to call it, airwaves, the bandwidth, or whatever you want to call it. You're on Shockcast. You're on stage on air for radio, and then you're on the
Yeah.
airwaves with Rakita, right? And it's for a program
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Local Love. So you're pretty busy, and then you have your music going on. You just released this particular single, which by far is one of my
Yep.
favorites lately because it kind of took me back into time. I kind of remember the era that when singles were out, they used to have 3-4 versions of it for mainly of the pop tracks or
Yep,
maybe
yep.
dance tracks, and it kind of stopped
Yep.
or disappeared for many years. I think in the early 2000s that was the last of it,
Yep.
and now you're back again with
Yep.
this particular song. The original was out somewhere in June, right?
Yeah, that's right. So 5th of June, so the first week of June it was released. So there was a full band version. And then we're like, okay, cool. Let's put it out. Let's see how far it will go. Because that is actually the first track in a long time. Our first original in a long time. Prior to that, we put out like covers, we put out like Christmas covers, we put out like a bunch of remixes as well. Just kind of like to buy time for us to like make new music. And finally, we were like, enough of buying time. Let's just put out new music, And so in June, we put that song out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a kind of nice track. It's
And,
to simplify
with
the
the-
track. If you haven't listened to it, it's actually 2 words. La. It's the ex-boyfriend telling the ex-girlfriend, "Screw you." La. Right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
But I
you
mean,
were
like
wondering what
if you want to, you can also like apply it in like different situations. Like it could be like you telling your boss, like, I've had enough of you treating me like crap. I think I don't give a damn anymore. I think it's time for me to leave the company. So it's kind of like, like an exit song.
Okay.
So that's
So
mainly it. Yeah, like, okay, enough.
What scenario you're in? True. It's a nice
Yeah,
one because
no
I was
matter what scenario you're in.
it's a ritual for me to listen to the tracks over again before I go on air, and it kind of motivated me. Like if only that song was out about 5 to 10 years ago when I said "fuck you" to most of my ex companies, would have been perfect, man. I would have had that in my background. But okay, let's talk about the history of this song. Like, let's say, I mean, the song. Okay, yes, we know it's out. The original one was in June, but this particular remix, it's totally unexpected from an honest mistake. Okay, I'll be honest with you because I've been a fan of you guys, been listening to your
Yeah.
music, the rocking side, but all of a sudden you brought in this different feel to it, something that I really enjoyed very much, and it also gives a chance for people who are not into rock music,
Yeah.
but also they get a chance to experience the dance version of it. So let's go back into the history for this song, man.
Yeah, so the thing is, I, as usual, shows now, there's AFO and then there's the Rakita one. I'm always on Spotify every single Friday, checking out new artists, new music that I can put on. So this one particular week, like KARAZEY had his track on, which is called Back to You. So and then I just scrolled through and I listened to each one of them because New Music Friday Malaysia is filled with songs from Korea, from Japan, from Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines, from the region basically. So yeah, you actually have to scroll through one by one to, see if they're actually from Malaysia or not. So that's actually what happened. So I found KARAZEY on Spotify, and then because of AFO, I was like, okay, I need to get a new artist on. I want to speak to him. So I dropped him a message on Instagram, and then he replied, and then we just continued from there. Got him on the interview, and then right after that, Shane, was it right after or during the period where you were going to be interviewed when you asked for the stamps?
I think so. It was before we had a rehearsal. We had a rehearsal. And we were just talking.
Yeah. Then correct. Yeah. So I think because it was through StreamYard, so we had to do a test run and all that, and we were kind of chatting, and then Shane just kind of asked me like, hey, can I have your vocal stamps for the track? And I was like, sure, go ahead. And I always get like my stamps for the entire, like for each song that we put out, because we like create backing tracks and all that when we play live shows.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore I already had it all, right?
Okay.
So then when he asked for it, I just gave it to him. And then later on, I think, Shane, you can just continue the story from there.
I mean, once I received the stamps, I heard the song. I was stalking Darren's profile, and honest mistake, I was just scrolling through, okay, who are these guys and stuff. Then I heard I Don't Give a Damn. And the song had this like upbeat energy, to it. Like it was the pop punk style and everything. And as soon as I saw that, I felt like I had this idea. I want to make it dark, because this thing is so upbeat and like happy a bit. I want to make it more dark, like aggressive, So when the stamps came by, I went into the studio. I finished the track in one day. That was the best part. Finished the entire thing, and I sent it off to Darren. I was thinking, oh, Darren's not going to like it. Because the initial idea was that we wanted to do future bass. But then I switched it to electro, like electro house. Because for me, electro house is like dead now. Like not many people do it anymore.
Yeah. Because that's just what I was about to ask you. When you listen back to the track on the beats itself, this is a little on the old school remixes.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the new school one. So I'm always puzzled about your influences. Your influences of DJs, was it like way back, or is it like current ones? Which one? Who were they? I mean, for you?
I mean, I've watched Tiesto, Martin Garrix and all, but at the same time, I look up to legends like Carl Cox. Those guys,
I was about to bring up the name Carl Cox, because that's the feel you can get in this particular track. And I'm the best part of all is, dude, you're only 17 years old. Are you still 17?
Yes, I am.
How do you, dude? This guy is not even in the legal age to have beers or maybe have sex, man. He's totally below the barely right now.
He's underage, bro.
Exactly, and he made this particular track. Which is and what is the influence, or shall I say the idea? Where did you actually have that feel of taking it dark for this particular track? Because if you listen to the original ones, it's how do you put it? It's not exactly it is a kind of happy, angry song, but turning it dark, why?
The vocals had this part that said, showed you a side, that part. And I was thinking, okay, showed you a side. Okay, everyone is going to expect like a happy, like upbeat type of thing. What if we make it dark when that vocal hits? So that's what I did in the track. So it goes like, I don't give a damn about you. The drums start playing like the original. Then showed you a side, suddenly it goes dark. So it's like a complete twist. And I had that idea. And as soon as I have that, like it just went on. It came like with the flow, like everything.
And it just took you a day.
Yeah, it took me a day. I sent the early version to Darren and he heard it. It took me a day. Yeah.
Man, this dude has skills, dude. I mean, being a DJ myself, I've
exactly,
been dude. For so many years. Nothing happens one day. One day is just where you start thinking of what you want to do. And then it goes on for weeks or days, But you see, this is what happens when you don't have the exterior influences like clubs and pubs and so on. So you get time to concentrate on your music.
But dude, I mean, like it's just crazy like how Shane came up with it in a day.
Yeah.
Because like the first draft and whatever that's released is actually not that much different. The only thing that's different is that there's just more sounds. But the entire structure, everything is kind of there. The same.
But for an honest mistake, the thing is this: you guys are a rock band, and to have something transformed, completely changed. This is not even a remix. This is more of a remake, already, kind of a remake of the particular track. Was it okay for you guys or not? Because for somebody to take it and just twist it into something else. Was it okay for you guys,
Yeah.
yeah, especially your band members and so on?
To be honest, the band members, they, I would say they don't really care. They don't really
Oh,
care
okay.
in that. I mean, in a good way, because they just trust me to just do whatever that works.
Okay.
And when I first showed them all these tracks, they're like, "Oh shit, man, it sounds better than the original." you know. So yeah, they're cool. They're cool, and the rest of the guys are always like, yeah, just go ahead, do whatever. Because at the end of the day, they trust me with where I'm leading the band. Because the core of it, at the end of the day, it's still we're a rock band, and that will never change. So having
Okay.
all these remixes and different sounds and collaborations and stuff like that, it's mainly pushing our narrative of supporting other artists and also branching out into other genres and just crossing over to different genres. So that's
Actually, it's
mainly
opening
it,
a
lah.
whole new platform altogether because
Correct.
and
Yeah.
now, like what you said earlier, you have the opportunity to collaborate in a different level. Because last time, for especially when it comes
Yeah.
to rock musicians, you only have a chance to collaborate with the sessionists or a vocalist and so on. Or maybe when
Yeah.
it comes to DJ,
Yeah.
just few scratches in between, a bit of break beats. And right
Yeah.
now, it's like
Yeah.
completely transforming the track, which is amazing, man. It's something that you could look forward for. So
Yeah.
fresh new sound, to be precise. And I believe
Yeah.
there's 3 remixes for this one, right?
Yeah, that's right. So like KARAZEY's remix is the first one, is the strongest one, and that's why we decided that it should be the first one. It should be the first remix out of the lot. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, man, and that is actually the main goal. And
And,
then we put out a vertical video because of the trend and also the way people consume music and the way people consume videos now, or even like if you're online on Facebook, they are scrolling through it on their phones. They're not always on their laptops. The only time that people are on their laptops are when they're working. So for leisure, people are on their phones. So that's why we came up with a vertical video. I just pulled some stock footages together and tried to sync it to the beat, try to make it tell a little story. And I just released it yesterday, I think, officially on YouTube, but it was already up on Instagram like a lot earlier.
Cool, because that video, for the benefit of our viewers or listeners or whoever's listening to Spotify right now, this is the deal. If you actually had a pair of VR goggles, okay, or maybe you have all the lights switched off, a big screen TV, okay, cover yourself with a nice big black cloth or something like that, blast the music as loud as you can, and focus on the video. Because it takes you, it's like a psychedelic feel for the particular track. Where did you come up with that idea, man?
The idea of the video, like I said, I just figured, I think because it was kind of like an electro song, so I felt like, okay, going neon would be the right fit. And then even like the photo, the photo is a free stock image that I pulled from the internet. And then it just kind of developed like, okay, we have this image. Now let's work together with the image and make that image work. Yeah. So it was kind of like a fluke. Like a lot of things just happen. Things with this song just happened by accident. So, it started with the song, and then it happened. And then with the artwork, like Shane and myself, we were like going back and forth saying, hey, maybe we should try this image. Maybe we should try that, and then we stopped at this one, that we really liked. And then I came up with the text, just a bit of simple designing work, nothing crazy. And then with the visuals, I figured, because I had downloaded like a bunch of like free stock videos for our live performances. So, when we play live, it'll sync with our tracks, and then like as the track changes, then the visuals would change too. So I just pulled those videos since they're free anyway. I just pulled them and then I just put them together.
Yeah, because it has,
So
let's see, how do I put it? If for the guy who's actually lived to the 70s, 80s, and now, it had a bit of the Tron feel in it. You had the Gundam feel inside.
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
the
There is
Gundam
actually a
figure.
Gundam.
I don't know whether you remember this cartoon Mask way back then.
Yeah, yeah, for
Sorry,
sure, Mas.
Rosie, I doubt that this is
Yeah,
anywhere close to you, man.
I don't know.
You might
Yeah.
want to do this homework a little bit. There's some part where they transform from the helmet, the so-called lines in the back. Well, it kind of brought back a little memory in that. So if you've been in the era from the 80s to now, the 80s kid till now, you'll know what exactly we're talking about. KARAZEY must be wondering, like, what the hell are you talking about? But how did this ever happen?
Yeah.
Oh,
Also
man.
because like the whole like synthwave vibe, you know, synthwave is a huge thing now. So people are doing that old school Tron sounds, you know. So they got like the Tron type videos, and then they've got the Tron type like super 80s electro sounds. And I think with this track, we also have that, you know, it starts off that way, you know, it starts off like a very dark sound, you know, very Tron like, you know, when he's lost, you know, and then it develops and then it slowly takes you through a journey where the visuals like change as well, you know, then it starts getting brighter, and then, you know, you go through like a wormhole, and the last one you eventually come out and like you're driving a car. So that's kind of like the journey, because, you know, it starts off dark and then it ends up happy. So, you know, that was how I envisioned it lah.
To put it, let us say, put it in sequence right now. The thing is, the original track, you have a multiple choice for the listeners or for whoever's going to be watching it, because, like I said earlier, the original one is completely different. Even with the music video, the sound of it and how the feel came in, and then when you listen to the song, the track itself, it's the remix of it, of course, the KARAZEY remix. It is a different feel, and then you have the video, which takes it to another level. So the variety that happens in this is. Well, I must compliment you on that, man. Great job on that, man. Awesome stuff.
Thanks, man. Yeah, but I mean, without the track, I wouldn't have been able to do any of the visuals and the images and all that, you know. So it happened.
Oh man, that's nice, man. But for you as a person, in comparison, I know I shouldn't be asking you this. In comparison with the original and this, if you're given a choice to choose your favorite, which one would it be? Personally,
me for me,
yeah.
Man, for me, like to play the track like the original one live, you know, that is for sure. You know, because we made like parts. This is actually the first track that we have that really features a guitar solo in that vein. That's not by like our usual like lead guitarist, you know. So that guitar lick, or that guitar solo was actually played by me, and I usually don't play solos live. So with this new track, it was kind of like a shift where we wanted people to see that, hey, I also can solo lah, you know. That's one.
Okay.
And at the same time, it features a bass and a tiny little bass and drum solo. So the bass and drum solo actually happens together just before the big guitar solo in the bridge.
Cool.
Yeah. So we would want to play this song live because we would be able to feature all these things. But if we were to do a DJ set, this will definitely be the main song, you know, like hands down. Because, you know, it like I said, it brings people through a journey, you know, and we want people to be able to have that vibe where like, oh shit, you know what's going on, you know, and then after that it goes into a heartbeat in the chorus, and then it develops and it's just very progressive. So yeah,
because that's the reason why I was asking you that question, because I'm trying to visualize what happens if this was taken on stage right now, having the band, the full piece. I mean, everybody on stage together with KARAZEY and performing this particular track. That will be a feast, man. That will be a feast for the eyes. I'm trying to. Hopefully, that happens really soon, lah. Choreographing it is going to be a little tough.
Yeah. You know what? It actually can happen because, you know, like the drums, we can just play to beat. I mean, like, because for us, when we play live, we play with the metronome anyway. So playing to the track shouldn't be an issue. It's just a matter of arranging and, you know, knowing what to play. But considering that the track is already filled with so much and so many elements, you know, we don't really need to do that much, you know, so we can just show up and just rock out, you know.
That'd be something cool, man.
Yeah.
But Karazi, have you actually? I mean, like I said earlier, you were. I'm sorry to keep mentioning for keeping mentioning your age, 17. But the thing is,
Oh
I'm
shit!
still
What the hell
in
happened?
shock. I'm still in shock right now for someone that age coming up with something like this. So I'm just trying to visualize 5 to 10 years from now the kind of stuff that you will be producing. So have you actually performed live for your DJ set?
Uh, well, I performed at church. Like we had this New Year's Eve party thingy, and I just
Okay.
performed there. It was awkward because my music is club music, and they weren't drunk or anything, so it was just awkward. But then I performed at prom. My seniors had prom, and I was the DJ. And yeah, again, it was awkward when I played club music, so I made sure to play pop and just kept it going. So those are my performances.
But
But
when
when
did you
it's
learn how? When did you learn, or who did you learn it from to become a DJ? Usually, it's a procedure. In order for you to become a DJ, it's either you have a senior with you, or you have to go for this particular academy and so on. But how did it start for you?
I mean, I knew that you needed a DJ controller. Okay, I knew that, and I
Okay.
bought that. I had no clue how to use it, so started learning. And back then, I watched this video where, like, when Carl Cox was DJing, he never looks at the BPM or anything. He just plays it by ear, and I always wanted to do that. So to practice it, I always have my leg playing the rhythm. My leg will start hitting the rhythm to just keep in track. But beat matching by ear is difficult for me because I need a lot of practice.
What
But yeah,
is that? What Carl Cox does? He
Yeah.
beat matches
Beat-
by ear.
yeah,
No,
by
most of us,
vinyl.
most of it. I mean, if you're old school, that's how we do it, man. No one actually paid attention. I mean, now currently you have all that digital wave
Yeah,
pads
you
and
can
so
read
on.
the
Yeah,
things
back
and
then when
stuff.
it was vinyls and before that so-called
Right.
CD, the proper one came out. It's all by ear, just like how you
Yeah.
guys do it with your beats
Yeah.
and guitar. Man.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Cool,
did that
cool.
work out for you? Did you go fully on the ear by listening to it, or was it more technical at that?
I tried sometimes, like some songs, when the BPM is really different, I have to
Mhm.
like really measure it and bring it down. That's when I use digital. Otherwise, it just naturally comes with me. I know the structure, and that's all. Because I have to know my songs, then I can mix in and out easily, and that's about it.
Ah, cool. And yeah, I've heard a couple of your tracks on Spotify, which is also amazing. You have that old school feel, dance feel towards it. And are you coming up with more? Are you collaborating with more musicians like Darren and the gang?
I'm not sure. That's up to Darren if he wants to collaborate. I mean, in the remix, Darren's guitar solo was on the second part, and I was like, I need a guitar solo on the first part. So I took my digital guitar, which is on my laptop, and started pushing buttons to make it sound real. It came out good.
But do you have any musical background by any chance? I mean,
No, not at all.
dude,
I-
seriously, how did you get this guy, lah, Darren? I'm
You know why or not? You know why? Because he's from Kajang, bro. A lot of things that came come out. A lot. Kajang top lah, bro. You know, it's crazy. Like a lot of things that come out from Kajang are amazing. But yeah, dude. I mean, it's just crazy. I just cannot understand how somebody who has zero knowledge or zero background in music, can come up with something so amazing. Because like I've been playing music for so many years. And I never had formal training, but I know what things are called and stuff like that because, like people taught me like stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like, man, it just baffles me how, he is able to make all these things and understand structures and all that without having music training,
Yeah, that's what we had
it's
the
amazing.
conversation about a few weeks ago when he told me his age, and then I was doing some homework on him and all. I couldn't find
Yeah.
anything that actually says that he was studying here, he did this, he
Yeah.
played in these clubs or whatever. But of course,
Yeah.
17 years old, you can't play at any clubs anywhere. lah. But, then again, the
home club.
home club, like at your friend's house party. But that's how most of us started back then in the days. lah. But this is amazing, man. This guy has the gift. But let's see now. Like I asked you earlier, you had the collaboration with Darren. Is there anybody else that you have in mind that you want to do another remix, or rather remake their songs?
I mean, I heard this artist. Her name is Andrea. Yeah, I
Okay.
heard a song, and I illegally stole her vocals because I wanted to mess around.
You haven't even started yet.
Andrea, which Andrea is this?
Andrea Music on Spotify. I think so. You interviewed her. That's why I found her. I think. Yeah.
Andrea with a H, is it?
Yeah, with a H.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, I interviewed her, you mean?
Yeah, you interviewed.
Oh, yeah,
her.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, her tunes are quite sick, and I wanted to remix
now
it,
that you
but
know Darren, you better get in touch with her legally and get the song legally. You
it works.
better start teaching him all this kind of stuff, dude. You got to make it till 18. But Darren, the thing is this: now that you have tried out this particular trend of remixing on Honest Mistake, do you have plans of doing the same thing in the near future, or is it just going to be like a one-off thing?
No, I don't think it's going to be a one-off. I think this will be an ongoing thing. Like the reason why I got into remixes, I don't know why other bands have not gotten into it. You know, I'm not sure if they don't know people or they don't see a reason why they should do it. But I really don't know why, because it seems like I'm one of the few who've actually have done remixes. Because in 2017, I put out a remix album of 16 tracks, and I put out 15 music videos. Each song had a music video, and these producers were from Malaysia, from Singapore, and like regional lah. So I think the trend for us, you know, has kind of like, you know, it's kind of like started already. But when we put out more songs, I do believe that I want to do out. I want to do more remixes. That's for sure. You know, is like I said earlier, it's just creating more opportunities. Because one of my goals, the reason why we put out the remix album in the first place, was so that, you know, because I envisioned like our tracks being played in clubs. Because you can't play a pop punk track in a club where everybody either wants a hip hop trap beat, you know, or they want a trance beat, you know, or you can't play a pop punk track. That's it, you know, in a club, unless it's emo night. You know, emo night is a different thing, lah. Yeah. So
and you have a skillful DJ who can actually mix that up, lah.
Exactly. Yeah. So like having electronic remixes would give us that opportunity to play at, like, you know, to have our music played by DJs in clubs, or for us to do a DJ set, you know, with these songs that are already produced.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Because anyway, for this particular track, the chorus is very catchy, so it doesn't matter what kind of music that comes along with it. People would remember the particular chorus that goes on.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, man. And sorry, I'm going to sidetrack a little bit right now and talk about your other projects that's been going on in terms of, like I said earlier, you've been busy hosting shows, pop-up stage Fridays on AFO Radio, right?
On AFO Radio at 12 p.m. every Friday. Yep.
Oh, was it 12 or 2?
It started at 2. It started off as a show that was at 2 p.m. Now it's changed to 12.
Cool. With Mag, right?
Yeah, with Mag, yep.
Awesome. So this one show, and then you have your Rakita's Local.
Yeah, Rakita's Local happens every Saturday at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. That's on
And
FM 107.9.
Then you have your shortcasts and so on.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the question. Now, how has the support been thus far by the local scene in terms of supporting these kind of shows, in terms of music and so on? Because I'll be very honest with you, there were a point of time that the consistency, or rather the variety of musicians having them on air was kind of limited to certain group of people, or rather certain playlists. And right now, you've opened up the platform, you open up the whole thing to more people. So how has that been for musicians to get on board?
Yeah, I think I would say I've gotten a huge variety, but I would expect more, you know, only because of the direction of the shows. For example, AFO Radio features new releases, you know. So if you've got a track out, you know, in like 2019, technically you can't call it a new release, you know.
Okay. Unless you're doing some touch-ups on it and having a re-release lah.
Yeah, correct. Unless it's a remix, then sure, you know. But so I think the nature of the show limits the kind of artist that comes onto the show as well.
Okay.
But because because, you know, I'm constantly looking for new releases, this means that there are new artists as well. You know, you're not going to get like some artist who's put out like 20 albums, you know, coming onto the show. It's going to be a new artist, because now with technology, you know, and all that, we can see that music can be churned out as quickly as as any, like
It's almost every day there's a
anything.
new songs out there, man.
Exactly. Almost every other day, somebody can put out a new track, and you can just upload it on Spotify and it'll be there. So I am actually more keen on finding new talents, looking at these new guys and giving them that platform so that they will be able to see the opportunity and go like, oh, okay, now like I'm putting out music, now it's being recognized. Then now the next step should be, I'm going to continue putting out more music so that I can, like, my music can go further and I will be more recognized. So it's just giving them that dream and that support and that hope that what they're doing, and is on the right track. And they are doing a good thing for themselves and for the entire industry as well. Because we can't have like the old fellas, dominating all the time. And that is actually one of the biggest issues. The old fellas have always dominated. But now with the new kids coming, you cannot deny and what's that? Stop the new kids from coming up. Because
the thing is,
you can either like beat them or join them, but chances are they are going to beat you first.
Yeah, you got to equal the playing field right now. Like, say for example, if that doesn't happen, if you're going to just focus on the popularity of the certain artists, then people like KARAZEY would never be discovered and never been given the opportunity to step on board. You see, like now we just discovered him, and this is just the beginning. Okay,
exactly. And he's got like 20 years ahead of him, man. So starting off at 17, like he's really on the right track. In the next 5 years, I would reckon like, he'll be playing Tomorrowland. So
exactly. Free tickets. I'm booking my tickets now. So
yeah, so that's exactly what it is, like with AFO Radio, it's all about new artists.
Cool.
And creating that platform for them. That's why it's also called pop-up stage, So the initial idea was to have 3 weeks of interviews, and then the 4th week we would have a live performance in front of the studio.
Cool.
But of course, now with the lockdown and everything, we can't do that anymore. So we've resorted. Yeah, exactly. Like 2020 just canceled everybody, So we've decided to just switch it up. Some performances would happen online, and that's what we did last Friday. Yeah. So with Rakita, mainly I guess new releases as well. But also we are looking at songs that will never, or not never, but I mean, I guess say like Rakita is on airwaves, is on FM radio, and then on AFO,
it's online.
It's online. So both also we can get any artist that we want. There's no restriction to genre. There's no restriction to styles. I mean, of course, we got to keep the songs clean, lah. And especially for Rakita. So last week, and in fact, this is a new segment that I'm gotta keep it going. So last week I introduced Brutal Song of the Week. Brutal Song of the Week, that's basically death metal, black metal, heavy metal, like deathcore, whatever, anything that's heavy, and that essentially is for the industry, it's for the scene, it's for the guys who would never ever get highlighted on radio. They would never get like mainstream like recognition. And with a station like Rakita, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to highlight these guys because these guys may have fans, on YouTube and Facebook or Instagram and stuff, but they are in their own circle. You can be popular in your own circle, but you want to be popular outside of your circle as well. And this is where, I see myself as somebody coming into I'm not saying that I'm their savior, no, but I'm just adding to their popularity.
You're creating the opportunity because, like I said earlier, because I used to do something similar to this way back then on one of the local stations called Rocket. Of course, we were trying to give out platform. Didn't matter. I couldn't be bothered whether you're heavy, you're not, you're dark, or whatever. I just played it. I couldn't give a shit whether the station was popular or not so popular. As long as you get the airplay and people get discovered that way.
Exactly.
Like I said earlier, one of the things that, no offense to most of my band friends out there, musicians out there, the thing is when you're so comfortable with your zone, you
Yep.
hardly get discovered by the right people, because you
Yep.
never know. Maybe a platform like, say, one day you're just having a chat on AFO, you're playing your music down there. Somebody on the right place at the right time might just tune in and then
Yep.
pick you up from there. Same goes to
Yep.
Rakita. You just play that, somebody out of nowhere might just pop in. So you
Yep.
just you're leaving your options wide open. So the more the
Yep.
merrier. But the question is this: when you have all those music out there, is there any issues with censorships or guidelines of because there was a point of time that certain kind of music can't be played on the airwaves. Online
Yeah.
is fine, but airwaves, they have
Yeah.
some issues with that. So is it a bit more loosen up right now?
I would think that it's a lot looser now, because Rakita, they don't give me any restrictions. They said that, whatever you feel like playing, just play lah. So I mean, of course, no cussing, because it Rakita is also backed by the government, and the council and stuff like that. I mean, whatever it is, we
Yeah, you
want to
have
just
to
keep it
censor
clean and PG lah. We want to keep it all healthy that way lah.
No race, no religion, no politics, no sex, and whatnot.
Yeah. So in terms of like genres of music, no limitations at all. I am just trying to push the boundaries with like playing death metal. For example, last week we had a very, very heavy band. It like, if you listen to the entire song, it feels almost satanic. You get that evil vibe. But they're not lah. Great band. Super talented, amazing guy, and amazing singer. And amazing musicians. And that's what I really want to do with like the radio show, like Rakita, and also on AFO. But to answer your question, has there been a shortage of artists, and also has there been like a certain kind of like group of people that I always get? At this point, not yet. Although I would wish and hope that more bands and artists would send me more stuff. Maybe they don't know, they've not heard of it, or maybe they still like, maybe some artists, because I know some artists have this thing about them, like, I don't want to ever get played on radio. Radio is mainstream. Who needs radio? Yeah,
but the rebel thing doesn't seem to work out
exactly.
well.
Yeah, it's the punk thing to do. But and some will say that who listens to the radio nowadays anyway? But the thing is, you don't know who's. You don't know who's listening. Exactly. And that's the thing. You don't know who's listening. You can't say that, nobody listens to the radio. Yeah, who? Your friends are you and your 20 friends? Come on,
It's actually a wrong perception. Like I said, I've been in this industry for more than 2 decades and so on. I've seen them come, I've seen them go. So it's like the ones who actually went on rebel ended up disappearing big time.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them guys. No offense to some of the guys. I also had a chat with them. It says that they came out with the first single ever, 3 months in the industry, and then they talk cock all the way. Sorry guys, that the game doesn't work that way. Man. Sometimes you just have to blend in for certain things, because the most important thing is to get your music heard as many places as possible, as frequent as possible. And like I said earlier, do not have that so-called perception that no, I don't want radio and nobody's listening to radio. You will be surprised. You will be surprised.
That's true.
Like, even I think you will notice one of the polls that just for the fun of it, I posted on Facebook, how many of y'all listen to radio, and you'll be surprised the amount of people actually tune in. And this is just a fraction. This is only a small fraction of the poll, and you can just imagine if you did it in a bigger scale. So
correct, exactly. And we don't know. We really wouldn't know, because people who are driving, it's crazy. I had a friend. Okay, because when I listen to the radio, I would listen to the radio when I'm in the car, when I'm driving, and I drive a lot, right? But I had a friend who was listening to hits on Shock, on their app, which means she wasn't even like in the car. She was at home, or I think she was in the office, and she was listening to hits through the app. So, it's, you can't say that nobody listens to the radio.
It's how they listen to it. That's the question.
How they listen to it, And then now a lot of like radio stations have also, recorded their shows and then put them on Spotify as well. So there are so many ways of how a person consumes.
Evolved. It has evolved very much. So you just got to keep up with the times.
Exactly.
Sorry, KARAZEY, I know you're just wondering, what am I doing down here? What am I just saying? I got some questions for you. Just hang in there for a second. I just wanted to get this out of the way. Because also, one of the issues that, I wouldn't want to say issues, one of the hottest topics that took place lately was one of the local stations, like I want to mention names, and they decided to open up. Let's change the game to move on to a different platform. Let's have more local artists involved. and have the right people in the panel, right?
Yeah.
In order to gauge the music and so on. And Darren, and congratulations to you. You're one of the part of it. But my question to you with this is like, to get your music onto a radio station, yes, like we said earlier, Vinoka Singh and so on, is there any criterias that a band should focus on before they submit their music into a radio station? Because let's be fair, you got to look at both sides of a story. Okay, some part musicians will say, "Hey, radio don't want to play my songs" and so on. But then again, stations also have the criteria of what can we play and what we should not play.
Yeah,
things like that. So, do you have an idea what they're looking at?
I think there are only two main things. Okay, the first one is your track needs to sound good, as in regardless of genre, regardless of length of song, it has to sound good. You can't put a track on that sounds like, you know, as if it's being played in the toilet. You know what I mean?
You're talking about
the quality. Unless that is your genre. You know, you're like this super shoegaze, you know, super lo-fi, then like kind of act, you know, then by all means, if that's your sound, sure. But, so that's one thing. So the quality of the recording has to be top notch.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Number two, it depends on the radio station. For example, if you're going to go to hits and you're going to play a death metal track and say that, okay, here's a death metal track, hits, can you please play it? Those guys are going to come back to you and say, are you an idiot? You know, we're a top 40 station. We play pop tracks, you know, tracks that are happy and all that, you know. And I guess the darkest song would be The Weeknd. You know, The Weeknd has kind of like a darker sound, but that's R&B, you know.
Okay.
So you can't go to hits hoping that, oh, you know, they will play death metal. Or you can't go to Era and ask them to play an English track. You know, chances are Era is going to tell you, hey, you know, you stupid or what? You know, we play Malay tracks. You know, you want me to play an English track, you bodoh. You know, so the thing is, like, you need to, like, as artists, or, you know, you need to understand, like,
what's playable
and what's not.
Okay.
So if you want your track to go on radio, then you have to create, like, I guess, a radio friendly sound. You know, and that you see, saying that is I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that, because a lot of people will be like, oh, you know, if we do radio friendly tracks, then we are selling out. You know, so we don't go on radio and we continue to do whatever the hell we want. Now, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Now, I feel there's nothing wrong with not doing radio-friendly tracks, and there's completely nothing wrong with wanting to do radio-friendly tracks. It depends on what your direction is and what your motivation is. That's it.
Yeah, because it's nothing wrong about, like I said earlier, getting flex. It's nothing wrong with that. You have to understand how the system works.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not siding, neither I'm opposing radios or bands. I'm just a neutral guy down here. Because the thing is this, like you said earlier, you have to look at to both sides of the story of what's going on. And having a radio-friendly track doesn't mean you're selling out. Like some of the bands, I'm going to go back a little bit. Like you said, back in the days, like we take tracks like Delinquent Habits and so on. They had one radio-friendly track. And the rest 9 tracks, you listen to it, it's all, sorry, no way, no chance you ever get into the radio stations. You know, so you have that one, which was an introduction for the viewers or the audience to listen to the remaining songs. So you just had a sample of it. So that pretty much is for most of the songs out there. And of course, it's no harm. You have the radio edit. I mean, back then we had different versions of it. One particular song can come up with different versions. You have radio edit and so on, which you could add on to that. So bands might want to look into that. I'm not criticizing it, because some are playable, some not, but you might want to consider it to leave your options a little wide open right now.
Exactly. And radio edits, in fact, like is a huge thing. Like that, if you listen to, I can't name any tracks that off my head now, but there are radio edits, and radio edits are usually like shorter, or you know, they've like cut out the cussing, or they've like omitted like one verse or something like that, you know, or they've omitted like an instrumental section. Now, the only reason why there are radio edits, it is only because, And this is what a lot of people don't understand about radio. Like a radio show runs according to like a time frame. So, each track, I'm sure you know this, each track has like their time limit. And then you have the limit for your talk sets and ads and all these things, so you can't overrun it, because if you overrun, because it's programmed, if you overrun, then it will start later, and then it will just change the whole like system, and it'll disrupt the whole flow. So there is a reason why there are radio edits as well, so you can't put like a 6-minute like house track, on radio just like that.
Unless it's a mix of club sessions or whatever like that.
Exactly, unless it is that, yeah.
Yeah, but okay, I'm happy that this thing happened, like, because I get a lot of calls, I get a lot of messages on the opinions about this particular thing, and I always believe there's always two sides that everybody should look into. So far, opportunity has been created right now. Okay, radio said that fine, let's do it, let's work together. So now it's up to the bands to do their thing in terms of coming up with the track and also submitting it.
True.
And also the good thing about what's going on right now is apart from radio, there's a lot of other platforms, like we said earlier, shows like this, your shows, and a couple of others are already out there. It's already prepared out there. So I would suggest to all the guys with music, don't be too picky. Don't wait for people to call you. It's time for you to throw yourself in and just say, hey, I got this new stuff, let's talk about it. Most of us on the online platform will be more than happy to assist you.
Exactly.
On that. Okay, now let's get back to KARAZEY, who's I hope he's not falling asleep right now. KARAZEY, you just had 15 minutes of crash course of what exactly is happening in the radio field. You will be experiencing this in the matter of time, man. Okay, you have a lot of tracks on your Spotify. It's a matter of time before you release it and send it over to radio. And I know you're going to compose, but for you, your view of this whole thing, what your understanding, was it what exactly Darren and I just spoke, or you just had a different thing about radio and how to get songs being played, or you don't care your songs, whether it reaches radio or not? How about what do you say?
I mean, when Darren said like it depends on radio playability, that's very true, because you can't expect to hear like a club song out of nowhere. Like everyone will be in the mood for summer hits and stuff, and out of nowhere you have a club song, and that's going to be weird. But at the same time, when I'm making music, I'm still thinking of myself as the 12-year-old who's in my bedroom just pushing buttons because I want to make music that I want to hear. Because I grew up listening to EDM like Tiesto and so on. And when I was growing up, I was like, okay, what if we have this sound instead of that sound and switch? So back then, what I used to do is cut parts of a song and combine them together. That's what I used to do. And if anyone asks me, like, do you want to be on radio? I mean, if my song gets on radio, it's good. I'm happy. But if it doesn't, it's all good.
But have you considered like coming up with tracks like, for example, if you follow the lines of people like Fatboy Slim, Oakenfold, Guetta, they had their dance sets on music on their playlist, or rather their albums, but they had this one particular track which was radio friendly, which was played on radio. Like, say, if you take like, say, Armand Van Helden, he had the Funk Phenomena, was going crazy on radio. So do you have an idea of creating something like that which would lead people to your other music? Would you consider that?
I've worked with artists who are more radio friendly. Like, I'm working with them right now, and the stuff we came up with is more radio friendly and way out of my style. And yeah, I mean, definitely I would try it out, and if it happens, it happens, I guess.
And what are your expectations from the media side, radio side, for you? I mean, I always like to pick on the new, fresh brains. They think differently, Darren. They have a different feel of it when it comes out. So, what is your take? What are you expecting from the radios, or someone like Darren on his show and so on? What do you want from them?
I mean, what Darren doing is more than enough. Actually, he's giving a platform to artists, because
more than enough. Make him work some more, lah.
But yeah, like back in the day when you have songs to get heard, you have to go to the studio and just like ask them, give them CDs and stuff, like how in Sweden, Swedish House Mafia used to do it. And yeah, times have changed, and what Darren is doing, he's giving a platform for everybody, especially me. He's basically telling me everything, like, this is what you do, this is how you go with this is what you do. And he's just opening me up to the scene, I'm just a kid with a narrow view like this, and out of nowhere he opens the field like this. And
nice, man. Good mentor. But I just like how you just said back in the day. I'm just wondering, what day was that, man? back in the day.
I wasn't born that time. I grew up
He wasn't even born that time. Yeah, back in the day when he was still in the womb.
What day was it? But anyway, guys, the thing is, I gotta let you guys go because I'm taking too much of your time. It's a pleasure. Remember, I don't give a damn about you. Oh, is short form is I don't give a damn, right?
I don't give a damn. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a damn. It's available on Spotify. It's also available on YouTube. It's on Instagram. It's everywhere, man. And it's a track. It's a must check out track. And the best part is you take a listen to the original track, and then you listen to this, or you take a listen to this, and then you listen to the original version of it, and you'll see the difference and why it's mind blowing. I would put it in such a way. And I'm looking forward for the second and third remixes. When is that coming out, dude?
So the second one comes out 11 September. So that's next week. And then the next one will be 25th of September. So it's, like a 2 weeks gap, like every 2 weeks. Yeah. So even with this, I just wanted to make it like, okay, we'll just put out a bunch of remixes all at the same time, but just spread it out a little bit just to give it some like breathing time in between. Yeah. I'm quite excited to put them out, man.
Yeah, I was just about to say to all the DJs in the clubs there, make sure you play the track, and then I realized shit, clubs for a while, man.
But yeah, when they're doing like their live shows on the Mixcloud and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you should put it in your playlist. You should try it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just realized that a lot of virtual sessions.
Some of them have actually said that they will. In fact, there will be a video. It should come out this weekend. It's like kind of like a mini commentary from various DJs, who's heard like all these tracks. So,
cool.
That's going to be quite exciting. And that's one of my effort, like one of the things that I want to try to do as well, to highlight the local DJs and producers who are also DJs, who are the main like shakers and movers of the nightlife scene. Because a lot of people will go like, oh, okay, I want to go to Zoukla, or I want to go to Six, I want to go to Mantra and all that. But you don't ever find out like who the DJ is,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and these guys are not just like DJs playing your favorite songs. They are also producers that produce their own music, So, and that's what I really want to highlight and, to really showcase that, hey, we have a really healthy music industry. It's not just the indie side, it's not just the bands. We've got a healthy and very, very healthy and strong nightlife industry. And of course, we've got everything else.
Yeah, the best example was recently when they made themselves the record, the longest DJ live stream nonstop. It was amazing, man, watching them in person. The guys were wonderful, man. 130 DJs. Well, I got to chat with them this week.
130 DJs, 228 hours.
228 hours, 8 studios nationwide. It was so mind-blowing, dude. I just can't wait to chat with Jay, the organizer, this weekend. He's the next plan. And once again, Darren, thank you so much,
man. Thanks so much.
Best of luck in all your projects. I want to say one thing I can't. Like, you have so many things going on back to back. So wish you best of luck in all of that. KARAZEY, it's awesome chatting with you. And I still say I'm shocked. I'm still puzzled for a guy at your age, and you're doing wonders like this. I could see some magic happening in the near future, man. More magic happening. So be on the lookout. Just follow them on Instagram and also Spotify, Facebook. I don't really need to plug in all that because everybody's already following you guys. So you know the drill. You know the drill. You see the Facebook, you find them anywhere around, just follow them. All right?
Yeah.
So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot for chatting, and be on the lookout. Check out the music. It's on Facebook. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. Don't forget to share it. That's the most important thing. Make sure you share it. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.